recognize Ranking Member Babin.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. I guess first I want to recognize two interns from Texas A&M University we have out there in the crowd, Josh Mendez back there and Rachel Gill in the back as well. Thank you for being here. In 2011, this committee held a hearing entitled NASA Human Space Flight Past, Present, and Future, Where Do We Go From Here? Former NASA Administrator Mike Griffin testified. I'd like to quote from several passages from his testimony and seek very brief yes or no answers from our witnesses. And if you would like to elaborate more, please wait until the end. So to start, this is quote, "What does a real space program look like and not look like? A real space program sets and meets stable national strategic goals for leadership on the space frontier by developing, evolving, and preserving national capabilities to operate on that frontier. It does not allow that capability to be held hostage to the goodwill of other powers or to the vagaries of a nascent and fragile marketplace." All very briefly, I would like to go down the line, start with you, Mr. Gerstenmaier. Do you agree with this sentiment, yes or no?
Yes. I do.
Partially, I agree.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much. All right, secondly, a real space program may, I'm still quoting, and indeed should offer a stable market to be addressed by commercial providers, but it cannot be dependent upon such providers for strategic capabilities. A real space program recognizes that this nation has interests that rise above the fortunes of individual private contractors, and it protects those interests. The proper role of government is to reward winners, not to pick them, nor to step in as an investor in enterprises which cannot pass the tests that the capital markets impose. Mr. Gerstenmaier, yes or no? You agree with that?
Yes.
Mr. Srangelo?
Yes, I do.
Yes, sir. Dr. Lenine?
I agree with that statement.
Okay.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes, I agree.
All right, thank you. Going on, a real space program is grounded in physics, not politics. And stepping outward beyond low Earth orbit in the ISS, a human return to the moon is the next logical goal from a host of scientific, engineering, operational, and even commercial perspectives. From there, and with the experience thus gained, we should proceed onward to Mars and should do so in a timely way, else Mars will always be the destination in the future. Mr. Gerstenmaier?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Absolutely.
Dr. Sanders?
Yes, with a caveat.
Okay. Well, if I have time after, at the end, we'll hear about that.
I agree.
All right. Thank you. And then finally, these truths were recognized in the NASA Authorization Act of 2005 and again in 2008, both of which were originated by this committee. The course for this nation's future in space that was laid out in those acts does not need to be changed. It needs to be followed. We must stay that course. If we do so, the right rocket designs will emerge. If we cannot, the rocket design doesn't matter. Concerning the larger perspective of this hearing, I can thus offer no better counsel to this committee than the guidance which it has previously issued. Mr. Gerstenmaier, you agree?
Yes.
Mr. Srangelo?
I do.
Dr. Lenine?
I do.
Dr. Sanders?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Falconer? Okay. Now, we still have about 1 minute and 6 seconds left. Would any of you like to elaborate further on these? Dr. Lenine?
So first, I'd like to know if I passed the pop quiz or not, being a professor. Secondly, my one caveat with the first question was that it is crucial that we engage other agencies of other countries in any program going to Mars. The cost of the undertaking is going to be such, and the magnitude is going to be such, that not engaging with international partners, I think, would be a mistake. Certainly, we should be leading. We need to lead from the front, not from behind. But I just want to make clear that international participation in sending humans on to Mars is crucial.
Do you think that those international partners should be on the critical path as well?
I think that the answer for Mars, at least, not necessarily for the moon, but for Mars, the answer is yes, in my view.
Dr. Sanders?
The statement said that space programs should be physics-based and not politics-based. And I agree that the solutions, the technical means are physics and engineering-based, but sometimes the reason why a program is important has to do with national goals beyond the technical goals.
I would agree. I would agree. Thank you very much. And I think my time has expired, so I want to thank you all witnesses, and I yield back, Madam Chair.